Halo Kar, selamat malam.
Malam Kak.
Halo, tunggu bentar ya. Eh, bentar. Ya udah, kita mulai duluan aja. Eh, kita mulai aja ya, Aktar. Jadi hari ini kita akan masuk ke dalam ekstra kelas ya, atau kelas tambahan di pelajaran yang ke-22. Aktar, terakhir kali masuk nggak ya?
Enggak Kak.
Enggak ya, bentar. 22 tuh berarti tentang apa ya? Oh, tentang yang PPT. Tapi yang game 3 dimensinya udah belum?
Udah Kak.
Udah, coba di share screen aja langsung ya, Aktar.
Oke.
Bisa gak? said I would die of heartbreak. And I said, no, no, you'll metabolize that heartbreak and you'll to understand what it taught you. People determine what is impossible before they try what is possible. The B with capital A, don't think you could be successful at it. You don't think that anyone will appreciate it. You don't think that you'll be able to make a living at it. Therefore, you don't pursue it. And that's coba eh, dilihat yang apa hero.py-nya. Oh ya udah, oke, sip. Kalau udah kamu coba ke Algonova yang di browsernya aja. Kamu buka Algonova yang di browser. Mm-mm. Halo Azlan, selamat malam. Azlan nomor berapa Azlan? Azlan yang terakhir kali kamu hadir nggak? Minggu lalu, yang iya yang Jumat kemarin masuk nggak? Nggak ada suaranya Azlan, nggak keluar. Maaf Kak, mikrofonnya saya ambil dulu. Boleh Azlan. Bukan nomor 22, betul Okta. Cek nomor 22-nya ke nomor satu ya. Dijawab
Halo,
dulu ya.
halo.
Ayo, kedengeran Azlan. Minggu lalu kamu masuk nggak? Minggu lalu ya, yang kemarin.
Kemarin Jumat nggak masuk.
Oh ya udah, kamu share screen aja, buka Algonovanya langsung. Tapi yang game tiga dimensinya udah. Ya, di share screen Azlan. Buka VS Code-nya. Mana Azlan share screen-nya? Nah, ini Rama udah join nih. Halo Rama, selamat malam.
Malam Kak.
Rama, kamu yang PPT kemarin tuh masuk nggak sih?
Waktu itu sebenarnya sempat masuk Kak, cuma jaringannya agak aneh.
Oh, oke. Tapi udah beres belum PPT-nya jadinya?
PPT aku sempet baca mana ya? Pokoknya yang mapping-mapping itu deh, yang ada kelas.
Iya, kamu udah bikin PPT kamu sendiri belum?
Kalau PPT yang itu yang kemarin udah nggak sih itu mah?
Oh, udah. Kamu udah coba. Udah dikumpulin juga?
Udah suruh kirim ke WhatsApp kan?
Ah,
Iya udah, ada nama
iya,
aku di
iya.
situ.
Dari 90. Terus si adminnya ngapain daftarin ya? Ntar. Eh, iya, udah ada lagi. Ya udah, ini adminnya salah nih berarti Rama.
Ya udah tuh nggak apa-apa. Berarti itu udah
Ah,
selesai ya?
udah beres. Rama kalau mau
O-
live duluan nggak apa. Maaf
Oke.
ya, ini adminnya kayaknya
Ya,
salah daftarin. Makasih
ya,
Rama.
ya. Kak, tapi nanti aku boleh minta tolong nggak Kak?
Apa tuh?
Kan nanti kita mau belajar website nih.
Hmm,
Nah, di semester berikutnya di sekolah semester 2
hmm,
nanti aku
hmm.
juga ada tugas buat bikin website. Kakak boleh minta tolong bantuin aku nggak Ner, buat bikin website?
Boleh. Nanti kamu tanyain
Oke.
ke WhatsApp aja kalau gitu. Atau nanti pas di
Oke.
kelas ya. Ntar
Hmm,
tanyain aja.
Oke.
Oke, yang ini
Makasih
kayaknya
Kak.
adminnya salah nih. Maaf ya, Rama
Hmm,
boleh keluar duluan nggak apa-apa.
ya udah. Oke, makasih Kak.
PPT-nya udah beres kan ya? Tapi bentar,
Udah.
taruh coba cek dulu.
Sok
Mana sih di
dicek.
grupnya udah ada? Oh iya, udah ada juga. Udah kan ya? Iya, udah ada tuh.
Mm-mm.
Bosan dengan game mobile yang banyak dark sistemnya, mainkan saja game. Mantap.
Nah, ya tuh.
Udah, Rama ya udah. Ntar ketemu hari Jumat aja.
Oke,
Makasih
makasih
ya.
Kak.
Dadah. Selamat malam.
Yuk.
Ayo Azlan di share screen Azlan. Ntar kalau bingung tanyain ya.
Ya, Kak.
Azlan, halo Azlan. Si Azlan nggak ada suaranya. Aktar kalau bingung tanyain ya.
Ya, Kak.
wake up and you're 10 years older, where do you live? Imagine the day from the moment your eyes open, the way that the sheets feel, the room that you're in, what you're doing, who is there, what you see, what you do with your time. Imagine it all the way through to the meals that you eat, the people that you see, the way you spend your time, where you fall asleep, how the whole thing feels. When I visualize that, it's painfully simple. It really is. It's a beautiful day. I'm surrounded by family. And love. I see a couple close friends. I'm outside in nature. I'm working on something. That fantasy novel that I'm interested in creating. And there's not a whole lot of complexity to what I'm doing. But I'm content. You feel a sense of peace. Yes. Yes. Recognition. This is so when you do this exercise with people in their 20s or 30s or 40s or 50s, you see a different
Look at camera bind init. Ini tambahin check dir.
Oh iya.
Line block. Bentar. Save map. Load LAN. Ini init ya, bukan load LAN. Init. Dah, checklist.
Children, mastery of a professional discipline. 40s, people start to want to create more, to make more, to have more time, to have more balance. They start thinking about their health more. They start thinking about physical fitness and what they're going to be like as they get older. Money is all the way across. There's not a decade that people don't write about money. It's also not a decade that people don't write about pets. Isn't that interesting? What's love? Yeah, yeah. 50 and 60, it's more about how am I going to be this time that I have? How am I going to create my day? What is my legacy? What am I leaving my family, my children? Sometimes it's about a second home. If somebody's listening right now and they're like, okay, well, this sounds incredible. I do want to design like, I do want to dwell on possibility, but that kind of sounds like for people with like money, privilege, like I don't have the luxury of that. How does traveling 10 years ahead and imagining yourself in a different place actually help you address the very real problems and stuckness you feel right now? I don't know that it's really about luxury as much as it is about permission. And yes, if you are able to imagine a life of freedom, there's an assumption there that you can be free. God, I want to just take that. If you can design a life that makes you feel more freedom, it means that there is a belief in that assumption that it's possible. That changes you now because that's what anchors and gives you hope. Yes, seeing a brighter future helps you shore yourself up now. And that
BSK, siapa BSK ya?
then let's be more intentional with that freedom.
Halo BSK,
Organization kind of going to go and work with incarcerated people.
ke nomor 2 ya,
What
Azlan.
they're
Apa Akbar?
and that
Ini tutornya yang mana ya?
start how
Iya, ini kamu siapa?
and to take it very
Bukan. Dari
Hah?
kelasnya Kak itu, Kak. Aduh, kok lupain namanya? Kak siapa sih itu?
one of
Oh, Bunga. Kamu
Iya,
Bunga.
iya.
Eh, Bunga buka nomor 22 aja, Bunga langsung dibuka ini ya. Apa? Algonovanya aja di browser.
Kamu itu
Nih,
tutornya.
kamu share screen aja.
Kamu tutornya?
People that might not have the same type of
Bukan, nggak ada tutor nih. Ini kita semua siswa di sini.
feel about it.
Nomor 22,
Iya,
udah.
Bunga. Ya, Bunga.
Udah tahu aku nomor 22.
Kamu udah. Ya
Udah,
udah, kenapa di sini didaftarin nomor 22?
karena aku nggak masuk. Tapi aku ngerjain sendiri tanpa Zoom.
Oh, ya udah kalau gitu. Udah selesai lah Bunga, nggak apa. Bunga mau live duluan juga nggak apa-apa, udah beres berarti. Thank you ya. Ini kayaknya adminnya cuma ngedaftarin karena nggak hadir sih. Nanti minta ke Kak Agil aja dikasih tahu ya. Buat di apa? Dihijaukan absennya. Oke?
Oke.
Sip, thanks. Bye.
Nggak apa, aku di sini aja nggak apa kok, aman.
Oh ya udah. Ini klik tombol filenya ya. Apa? Akta.
Again, they
Kita buat salinan di sini. Klik tombol file.
want something because they're comparing their lives to others. And I
Make a
think
copy
that's
entire
what
presentation ya.
to do with social media. That if this person is doing this, I should be doing it too.
Itu masukin nama kamu aja Akta.
Really want to do it.
Oh ya udah nggak apa-apa.
That they
Nah di
should
sini
be
diklik ya.
thinking what your family expects of you. And if you, especially I have a lot of
Kamu klik di sini nih ganti namanya.
certain Asian cultures, what the parents want for the children or what the children do. And that is respect for the family and for elders and for parents. And they really struggle with how much do I owe my family versus how much do I owe myself. So what is the balance between
Masukin nama lengkap kamu Akta.
as a person kind of being loyal or respectful to elders and my family, and yet it's coming right up against like maybe I don't want kids. Maybe I don't want to live in the town where my family is. Maybe I'm gay. Maybe I'm gay. Maybe, you know, whatever. I don't want to do the profession that they want me to do. I think one of the most powerful things about this
Udah, kemudian ke slide pertama dulu Aktar. Nah ini masukin nama lengkap lagi Aktar di sini ya. Nah, kamu ketik nama lengkapnya. Ya, kemudian strip Python Pro second year ya. Kamu kasih strip aja di sini. Python Pro second year. Python Pro 2ND year. Yes. Oke. Terus iklan gamenya diganti aja di sini ya. Nama gamenya apa menurut kamu? Kamu game 3 dimensi doang juga boleh. Game 3 dimensi gitu. Nah, boleh. Block 3D, oke. Terus tambahin gambar ya biasa. Kasih GIF aja biar nggak kosong. Insert, image, block. Stock and web. Ini image. Ya, stock and web. Nah, masukin gambar. Nah, cari bebas gambar apapun ya boleh.
Other people actually yeah, one of my favorite cards is Imagine Event Space. What's the question that helps you do that? Well, in this case, this is what are your career goals? What is your job title? How do you get to work? Do you travel for your job? How many people do you work with? What is the benefit of your job? But this Imagine Event Space is in consideration of Imagine Events. And when people hear other people, nobody responds with, really, how do you ever think you can do that? It's more people cry because they're so thrilled that hearing somebody share and declare. And that part of it allows people to go a little bit further. So after that first week, I went and when we share, I ask people to go back one time and add anything. So after you read, you get to add more, and that's something I did, not Bill. I love that. We get to supersize our own possibilities when we hear how much other people can expand their possibilities, expand their ideas about their lives. If you have been using with process or probability or realism, opens up a door. they see that somebody else, and that's kind of comparison in the best possible way, where, oh my God, this person's getting efficient.
Ngapain?
Expect a little bit more of this. Hope for a little bit.
Oh, oke.
And then
Hmm.
they do that, and then it's done. Then it's done. You know, I just want to share this because
Nah, udah ke nomor 2 ya. Hai, ini berarti masukin lagi blok 3D-nya. Kasih judul gamenya tadi ya. Blok 3D. Kemudian kamu tinggal ganti di sini. Kasih penjelasannya ya. Blok 3D adalah permainan. Kamu tinggal kasih penjelasan gamenya tentang apa gitu. Blok 3D adalah permainan apa? Permainan yang digunakan untuk bebas.
Think about all of the research done here at the university. There's like 52 like 2-year schools and trade schools and colleges and universities in the greater Boston area. There's all these labs and biotech and research and #1 research hospitals in the world. Like, imagine if there was a podcast that felt like a walk with a friend. It wasn't like scientists talking to each other. It was like friends talking, but we were invited. It's world-class experts and thinkers and researchers to just hop on over to our studios and then we get to share this for free with them. Wouldn't that be cool? That's how it began. And a lot of people are like, well, there are no podcasts.
Nah, udah, hello-nya diganti lagi ya. Sama screenshot dari gamenya. Kamu hapus aja. Nah, kamu play dulu gamenya lalu screenshot ya.
Well, I think that it's an important note because especially if you're a new listener and you're discovering it because it's one of the most successful podcasts in the world. You don't realize that it
Nah, screenshot.
with a imagine if. Imagine if. And without opening up your mind to that question and without giving yourself
Control V aja langsung ya.
to dwell in
Sip.
possibility. I love that. Dwell in possibility. That's beautiful. It will never be my love. It's just a want or a desire that you're keeping trapped. And it's in there. And so I only say that just because without allowing that possibility to exist, even as just an idea among friends, there is no change you're going to make.
Well, I think people sometimes wait for opportunities as opposed to creating. And
say more about that. What's the difference between waiting?
Nah, ini berarti Anda pasti harus mainkan game saya karena apa keunikannya ya. Satu, mudah dimainkan menggunakan bebas, bebas, bebas. Ini contohnya ya, menggunakan keyboard mudah dimainkan, terus fleksibilitas buat disimpan, di load, habis itu apa lagi ya?
But you can also look at it from another perspective. I want this so much, I'm going to create this opportunity for me to try to make it happen. Now, there's no guarantee ever.
Kreasi blok sendiri gitu ya, bebas.
More chances of being able to manifest that than
Hmm.
You know, I'm prepping for this conversation with you. A bunch of our producers on the podcast tried the exercise, and a lot of them, especially the producers who are in their mid to late 20s, found it extremely stressful to even ask themselves the question. Imagine waking up and you're 10 years older. What is your life going to feel like? Where do you live? What do you see? What does it feel like? Why do you think it's so stressful to imagine your ideal future?
Nah, udah. Kemudian bisa tambahin gambar aja ya, atau GIF. Cari GIF ya di sini boleh. Yang di nomor 3. Enggak, yang nomor 2 udah bener. Nomor 3 aja.
of success, where success is effortless and easily attainable. And that breaks my heart because I know very few people that have become successful. There's always the prodigy, but most people have to work really hard to get what they really want. And it takes as much work to get the work. That's a lot. How do you do that and find that space of possibility? Because your dreams are still there. It's almost like what you're saying is the acute amount of pressure and overwhelm and uncertainty and options that are before you make you question the possibility of the work. Yeah, absolutely. And that's when you have to double
Udah.
down on what
Iya betul. Itu tinggal dijelasin maksudnya pergerakan bebas apa. Ntar tinggal ditambahin lagi screenshotnya gitu. Ya, atau dari gambar boleh. GIF boleh juga.
and this is an opportunity to give yourself permission to assume that you could have a life of contentment and peace, the beauty and love and all those things. Well, what about somebody who feels this conflict that shouldn't I care more about the environment? Shouldn't I care more about the issues of the world? Why should I be thinking about the kind of life or house or all that stuff? Like, why does it matter to design a life that makes you content and that allows you to dwell in what's possible in a world that feels like it's spinning out of control? This isn't about designing a life of extravagance. This isn't about, at least from my perspective, designing a life of consumerism, or branded consumerism. I actually think that that's sort of the opposite of what I want to be able to encourage people to do with this. This is about how do I want to in 10 years, and the more
Pintar.
of service you can be to others. And for me, being of service to others and being able to help people avoid some of the mistakes that I made, or at least giving them a sense of perspective about what it means to live a life with meaning, then I've done my job. I'm sure you've had so many students go through this exercise and they just don't know what they want. They know they're unhappy, but they're not sure what they want. Is there any prompt or anything that really allows somebody to start to move themselves forward with the exercise and visualizing it? Often I'll ask somebody, what are you jealous of? What do you admire? What do you learn from those people? What is that jealousy telling you want to do? And that's sometimes hard for people to understand. Nobody wants to be jealous. But in the privacy of their own essay, if they think about what it is that somebody else has that they really want, might give them some clues about what they think they can try. So let's say that we've done the exercise. You've written this out. You have read it out loud. I'd love to hear how, once you do that, because it does work. Absolutely, my life, the things that I've created in my life in the last 15 years are now still have to show up every day and do the boring things of walking toward it as the small things start to appear in your life. How do you balance kind of that dreaming and imagining possibility and being realistic? Or should we not even think about it? I don't balance that at all. Realism has to go away. Has to go away. If your dream is to win,
Bisa waktu nambahin blog juga di screenshot ya. B sama V.
that then becomes mental. The external can't make that. You can't create not a process of making. So other than that, I think dream big, dream wild. I love that. I absolutely love that. So no realism. No realism, no probability, no process. What do you think the most important thing that you can do after you write it down is to actually make it happen? Read it, put it away. Put it away. Put it away. Read it again.
things start to happen, is it important to acknowledge that it's happening? Is it important to claim that small signs are happening?
I wouldn't necessarily claim it in a public way. I think it's a lovely way to reassure yourself that you've done something meaningful for yourself and you can appreciate that in yourself. But I think it's also a very private soulful experience in a lot of ways. This is not about brag or comparison. It's really about a manifestation. And I think there's something really quietly powerful.
I'm thinking a lot even about my mother-in-law who's 86, because what she says all the time is she wants to make it to everybody's wedding. She says everybody she's talking to, if they choose to get married, but she would like to make it to all 9 of her grandkids' wedding. And it's one of the reasons why she walks like 5 miles a day. Good for her.
Wow.
But there is a encoding and an imagining what's possible versus dismissing it by saying, well, the youngest is 20, you don't know, or they're going to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so the invitation here is to dwell in possibility, is to allow yourself to imagine. And if somebody is listening right now and they're kind of still in that camp of, does this really work? Is this for me? Is this really for anybody of any age?
I don't see any restrictions to it. One thing that I do want to share with you is that there's a common statement that people make when they're trying to do something. And people say, well, fake it till you make it. And I don't believe it. I feel that that's very inauthentic. I say make it until you make it. If you fake it until you make it, you're pretending. If you're working at making it until you make it, you're part of the process. You're intentional. You're designing your life when you're making it until you make it. And that, for me, between making it until you make it and being happiest making things, feels like where the threads of my life dovetail.
And where this process actually helps you to start today making what you want. You know, you've been teaching this process for years. What if some of the students that taught this design your life process to written to you years later to say?
So I've been doing this now for about 45, 50 classes with an average of 18 to 25 students per class. Can I get emails, notes? I sometimes get cards in the mail where they share how this exercise created their lives. Because they designed this essay and wrote this essay with their hearts open, and 5, 8, 10, 12, 15 years later, they've manifested either the most important things or everything, or it gave them a sense of what they didn't want and then what they can redesign, because redesigning is as much fun as designing in a lot of ways. And makes my heart sing. It's beautiful. It's so beautiful. Like those people can help other people do it. And so on and so on and so on.
Well, that's why I'm so excited that you're here, because I see this conversation as an invitation to not only allow you to dream and dwell in possibility and take the fiction to intentionally design the life that you want seriously. But I'm also super excited because, you know, as you watch this or as you listen to this, you're not only going to do it for yourself, but every person you care about, you share it with. You are sharing that invitation to be able to do that same process for somebody else.
Yes. Yes.
And what an incredible gift that is. Incredible. So, Debbie, if the person with us does just one thing after hearing everything that you share with us, what do you think the most important thing to do after listening or watching this is?
I would say just give it a shot. Give it a shot. You'll learn something about yourself. And that's the greatest gift we can give ourselves.
Well, thank you for giving us a process and a very specific thing that we can do to help us do that. My pleasure. Debbie Millman, what are your parting words?
Well, I'm going to use this as an opportunity to ask a question I ask of myself almost every day. If not now. Not now.
You're incredible.
But you bring out the best in people, Bella, I have to tell you. You really do. You give people an opportunity to shine. Thank you.
Well, that's all I wanted you to do. I've admired your work for years. I've been on the list of guests since the beginning, and so I'm glad that we could get here to Boston and have you teach this life-changing method and to learn from the lessons of your life and from what you've been teaching students. So I just, from the bottom of my heart and on behalf of the person that's been listening or watching, spend time with us together, I just thank you for the work that you do. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing this process with us, because I think everybody deserves to design the life they want.
I really, really think so.
We now know how to do it, and so I want to make sure to tell you, if not now, when. And as your friend, I'm going to tell you, today is the day that I want you to crack open the book and answer these questions for yourself, because there's no doubt in my mind you can do. You will actually be creating the life that you want. And in case nobody else tells you, I wanted to be sure to tell you, as your friend, that I love you and I believe you. And I believe in your ability to create a better life. And because of everything that Professor Mary Millman taught you today, you now have a roadmap to do so. So go do it. And I will be waiting. Welcome to the very next episode. I'll see you there. And thank you for watching all the way to the end. Was that not extraordinary? I feel so inspired, and I know you do too. Thank you for sharing this with people that you care about. Thank you for getting subscribed, because that's one way you can support me, because I'm supporting you. And I know you're like, Val, what do I watch next? I want you to check out this video. You're going to love it, and I'll be welcoming you in the moment you play. I'll see you there.
Man, in my young 20s, but I feel like a child just thinking on my sister's couch. She's providing, she's taking care of me, she's feeding me. Don't feel worthy. Can't take care of yourself. I had no backup plan, no college degree, no money.
Right around 2008, my husband had gone into the restaurant business, and we secured the whole thing with our house like complete morons. We also cashed out every credit card we could get and took out a home equity loan. Cashed out the kids' college savings, the 401ks, all of it. All of it.
We had no investments left, we had no
Nothing.
really.
At that period in my life, my story for quite a while was for nothing to happen. I'm never going to fix this.
I think a lot of people think it needs to be hard and stressful to make money. It doesn't need to be complicated. You just need to learn the tools and have the courage to be curious, to understand more. I'm certain and know that you are deserving of life. I don't want your past wounds. I don't want your money struggles to get in the way of knowing things. So there are 3 key steps to improving the relationship with money. The first one is to
Friend Mel, and welcome to the Mel Robbins Podcast. I am so excited for our conversation today. I'm excited that you're here. It is always an honor to spend time with you. For you listener who picked a winner, welcome to the Mel Robbins Podcast family. And because you've made time to hit play and to listen to this particular episode, I know you're the type of person who values your time. And what's that saying? Time is money. You want to make more money, you want to get good with money, and not only do you want to get good with money, you want to transform your financial future. I'll tell you what, you're in the right place. And if you choose to listen to this because someone shared this episode with you, I just think that's so cool. Because these are the people in your life who not even care about you. They want you to make money. They want you to have a fantastic financial future. They want you to be rich. I mean, just imagine that future. I can see that for you. And look, you're not going to be rich by the end of this episode, but you're going to be with something more valuable. You're going to get the building blocks and the simple tools that will create a different financial future for you. And you're also going to learn the step-by-step approach from two people who had to completely rebuild their financial life from the ground up. So if you've been bad with money, today you're going to learn how to start getting good with money. And you don't need to be embarrassed by where you are, because I'm going to tell you where I've been. And it's probably way worse than where you are today. See, I used to be like a walking financial red flag. If you were a credit card company, I would not have given Mel Robbins a credit card. If I were a bank, I would not have given Mel Robbins a mortgage. If I were a bill that was being delivered to Mel Robbins' house, I would not have expected to be paid. I'm about to tell you some very embarrassing stories about how bad I used to be with money. So if you got unpaid bills, living paycheck to paycheck, you've got insane, embarrassing credit card debt or something.
Udah?
It's a very full life. And so I know that because I felt that pain. And I need to
Bisa, Aktar?
can get good
Tunggu
with
Pak,
money.
lagi
In
lagi.
fact, you can learn
PPT yang tadi mana? Ini lagi buka apa?
15 years
Ini mau yang
climb out of the financial hellhole
yang
I've created
teks
for
mungkin.
myself.
Oh, yang tekstur, oke.
Skills and habits that led me to where I am today. And I want you to learn from my mistakes. So today, I'm going to walk you step by step through the things that you should be doing to change your financial future starting today. And I'm going to be doing it with the help of a very good friend of mine who is our guest in our Boston studios today. I'm talking about the one and only Lewis Howes. Lewis is a two-time New York Times bestselling author. He's also a two-time All-American athlete. They recognize his name or his voice because for the last 12 years he has hosted this
Wood. Oh, bukan modelnya jangan diganti jadi Wood ya. Modelnya tetap jadi blok aja. Ke map manager lagi. Nah, ini tetap blok. BLOCK. BLOCK. Udah play.
And today, he and I are joining forces to help you unlock your financial greatness. And what I love is that Lewis, he's just a regular guy. We're not talking fancy degrees or complicated talk about markets. He's able to turn his life around using the tools he's going to share with you today. He's also written a brand new book called Make Money Easy, which I read. It's fantastic. So are you ready to get good with money? I thought so. So please help me welcome my friend Lewis Howes to the Mel Robbins Podcast. Lewis Howes, welcome to Boston. Welcome to Mel Robbins Podcast. I'm so fired up.
Pintar, good job. Keren.
I think this is your best work ever. And it is hitting at a moment where money feels so hard and finances feel hard and the news headlines are hard. So I cannot wait for you to share with us how to make money. And I wanted to start by having you speak directly to the person who is in this right now, somebody who does not have a lot of time, but they have made time to be able to learn. Could you tell them what they might expect to change about their life if they take everything you and I are about to share with them today and they put it to use?
Now more than ever, it seems like it's scarier than ever because you don't know if you're going to job in 6 to 12 months will pay up. You don't know if you can afford your bills, your rent, your car payments, food. Like you said, egg prices are going to it's like $10 for an egg or something now. Gas prices are through the economy, inflation is still high. It just seems like harder and harder to get ahead, to stay ahead, to get more than funds in the money. So now more than ever, there's uncertainty and fear
Sip. Yang ini udah, ini tinggal kamu hapus aja yang ini. Nah, kalau kamu bikin pantun ya, atau apa deh slogan deh. Menurut kamu apa?
doesn't need to be complicated. You just need to learn the tools and have the courage to be curious to understand more.
Well, and the other thing that is applicable here is that if you're listening and you're in the middle of reinvention because something has happened in your life, or you're in a decade where you feel like you don't know who you are, what your purpose is, and you're just feeling overwhelmed and lost, you could actually find purpose by saying, I'm gonna learn how to be good with money. But if we go back in time, because I think your story is very relatable. You have no money, you're sleeping on your sister's couch. How old are you?
3.5 to 20.
So could you put us at the scene and tell us what was happening? And then once you put us there, I'd love to know how would you have described your relationship with money or what the person looked like?
Yeah, I mean, I was sleeping on my sister. I pursued the dream to make the NFL. I never made it. I played in the Arena Football League. And in the Arena Football League, I was making $250 a week. I was living in a free apartment with another teammate that they put us up with a team. And we had food stamps to pay for the drinks. So this is in Huntsville, Alabama.
Ya, oke, sip. Ini boleh langsung di-download aja, Tar.
Again, $250 a week, you can't afford it.
Oke,
So they pay for our rent, they give us food stamps.
mantap.
And I didn't care at the time because I was getting something like
Bukan download, file, share.
and their friends.
Itu tuh, share.
They don't know
Ya,
They don't know
share with others.
their emotions, how
Terus,
to navigate
kamu klik restricted-nya.
someone's ghosting them.
Anyone with the link, copy link. Kemudian ke Albanova.
Here was my purpose. I don't understand.
Ya, ini selanjutnya aja.
Think about it.
Got it. So but back
Ini
then
klik selanjutnya ke nomor 1 nih.
you were directed, so you weren't screwed like a lot of us.
Ini 1. Nah, ini paste di sini. Klik kanan, paste. Kirim. Checklist hijau.
Got it. So
Oke, udah.
in a sense,
Udah beres ya. Aktar ada pertanyaan dulu nggak?
that exact moment, even though
Enggak sih.
hand to mouth literally,
Belum?
we're not stressing about money because we have something big.
Belum ya? Oke, sip. Good job kalau gitu, Aktar. Kita sudahi aja untuk kelas kita hari ini. Azlan sama Bunga juga kita sudahi. Nanti jadwal ekstra kelasnya udah cukup. Ntar kembali ke jadwal seperti biasa lagi. Ya, bye-bye. Selamat malam, Aktar. Terima kasih ya.
Yes.
Enggak sih.